Hi everyone, Stepan here with another training game. If you can hear my dog, I'm sorry, she's gnawing on a piece of ox horn. I'm not gonna take it away from her, but if you mind it too much, I'm sorry. We have the Caro-Kann, and this line where they play knight f3 and allow bishop g4 is usually suboptimal for white. I am gonna go knight f6 first to be able to go knight d7 in some lines, but yeah, now I go bishop g4. And I have a clear threat of bishop f3, queen f3, and takes. Okay, e6. I don't know bishop e3. I don't understand it either. So I think bishop d6 is okay, since they didn't claim the diagonal. So I'm gonna go bishop d6. Wait. Okay. I gave her a quieter one. When she knows on this, there's a really bad smell that comes out, like she's farting, but I don't know if she is, maybe it's just the horn. Okay, castles should be okay. So I'm just going to castle. I could also go rook c8 or rook b8. It's quite easy to start a minority attack when they don't have a bishop on f4 controlling the b8 square. So I can always easily go rook b8. Okay. Does that mean white wants to go c4? If I go rook b8 and then c4, dc4, knight c4. I could also go rook c8. I could also go bishop g6. If I go, if he goes c4, then maybe knight b4 is good, but I doubt it. So for now, I'm gonna go rook c8 instead of rook b8. I want to oppose this rook. If white really does play c4, then I will probably have enough time to go knight b4, knight d5. Whoa. This leaves a very weak backwards pawn on c3. And if I go a6 and then b5, a b5, bishop b5, queen a5, is the only move queen a4? I mean, I'm gonna go a6. I'm expecting b5. Give me a second, please. Sorry. For some reason she wants to play with loud toys today. I'll give it back to her after I finish the game. I have a couple of ideas. I have knight a7, but then white plays a4. I also have b5, but I don't really like b5. I also have rook e8 and e5, which seems better, and I have e5 now. So e5, probably g4. Then bishop g6, bishop g6, hg6, d5, knight e5, knight e5, bishop e5, and I'm on the c pawn. So I like e5 immediately. Maybe rook e8 first is better, but I don't see how that possibly prevents e5. So if rook e8 and g4, bishop g6, hg6, bishop g6, hg6, that doesn't prevent e5. Okay, so I'm gonna go rook e8 first, and then e5. I want to break the center this way and be left with my bishop targeting the c3 pawn. White is playing very quickly. Okay, this liberates the knight. So e5, d5, knight e5, knight e5, bishop e5. I like it. I'm playing e5. I think I have to punish white for playing slowly. I want to break the center down. Everything is defended. Bishop g5 also isn't a problem, because I can always play bishop h2 check in the end if the queen takes on d5. Okay. And if knight f3, I think I take and try to play for the dark squares around the king. I don't know who's better here, but I like black's position. Because I have a better knight, and because I have ideas of bishop b8. What's that? This encourages me to play rook c6, which is a move I want to play anyway, to move towards his king side. I don't see a downside with rook c6. It also allows me to double on the c pawn. I don't think I'm hanging anything. This just seems like a one-move threat that improves my pieces. I mean, if I could get my rook somewhere... What? Giving up the e4 square for not much. And I have bishop b8, rook e3, bishop a7. Okay. So now if white does nothing, I'm going rook e3. Winning. I think. Okay. So, rook e3, rook e3. Bishop a7. Let's say rook e1. Let's say queen e7. think this has to be good. So rook e3, bishop a7, rook e1. Rook e3, bishop a7. Rook e1. Can I go? No, I cannot go d4. I could go queen e7. And then if knight f1... Well, I could just try to pin the other one to the queen. Okay, I'm going rook e3. This seems okay. d4 actually seems very strong now. Or even queen e7, or even, okay, so d4, rook e8 seems to be the only move, I think. Or I could try bishop takes, rook takes, and queen e7. Or I could try g6. If g6, then g4. Then I take and white takes. How do I increase the pressure? I like g6. I want to go rook e6. So g6, if the bishop moves, then rook e6. g6, if g4, I take on f5. He takes on h5. I go rook e6. I like that. I'm gonna do that. I need to get the e6 square for my rook. Okay, nice. Maybe knight f1, maybe king f2. But if king f2, I have bishop I have rook e3 and queen b6. And then if knight f1, okay, he played knight f1, threatening g4. So I should do something about that now. I wonder if I can go queen e7 simply, and on king f2, knight e4 check, bishop e4, rook e4, and then g4, rook f4. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna go queen e7. Okay, now knight e4, the rook cannot take. And then I'm preventing g4. So knight e4, bishop e4, rook e4, g4, rook f4, king g3. Okay, I like it, I'm gonna do that. I mean, I can always take the exchange back, but okay. Now g4 is a threat again. So is the rook moving away. So let's take. Takes with the rook. I see a nice variation. Knight g5, rook e6, bishop f3, king somewhere, queen e6, and then if he takes on g5, I've mate on e2 and g2. However, if knight g5, rook e6, bishop f3, king, let's say g1, queen e6, then takes on g5, and I don't have queen e3 check, and I don't have queen e2 because of queen c2, so I cannot sack my knight like that. If I go knight d2, then rook e6, queen e6, knight d2, queen e2 check, king g1, queen d2, and g4 wins my bishop. Unless I can pick up all the pawns. So knight d2, I think he has to play knight d2. I think he has to play rook e6. Knight d2, rook e6. Queen e6. Knight d2. Queen e2. King g1. Queen d2. G4. He plays king h1, not king g1, so that I cannot get a check in. Okay, so let's not sack my knight. Let's just go knight f6. I couldn't see any variation where I sack my knight that works, so let's not do that. I'm not too worried about g4 if I'm covering the square twice, because I'm gonna get another piece to put pressure. On his position. And also my knight prevents queen takes d5. I only have 4 minutes. Oh. I'm gonna have to speed up. Okay. What's wrong with rook takes, knight check, bishop takes, queen takes, g4, queen f4 check? Maybe there's nothing wrong. Oh, maybe I can go bishop g4. Maybe not, because he takes on e6 first. Okay, I'm gonna take. I'm wasting too much time. I'm gonna go knight e4 check. And hopefully get enough counterplay. Oh no, he can take queen d5. He can take queen d5. I was only looking at g4. How is he playing so quickly? Yeah, he just plays queen d5. Ugh. Okay, at least let's get my bishop out. Well, he has queen d8. Okay, let's not get my bishop out. Ah, I misplayed this so badly. I'm a pawn down in an endgame. The attack didn't work. I thought I would have enough for the pin, but I didn't have enough. Maybe I missed a win somewhere, I don't know. This is knight versus bishop with pawns on both sides of the board. So, I mean, I definitely have chances to draw. However, white has a better king and an extra pawn and a great minor piece. Yeah. I need to get my king in there. But if I play king e8, he's gonna go knight f6. Okay. Now he wants to go knight and knight if I defend. Okay, so I cannot step. I basically cannot go h5. I have to go king g7. Because he plays knight check, or sorry, knight here and knight here. I need to be in time to do this. Yeah, I'm losing this very badly. Okay, I mean, I don't have another move. Yeah, now just knight c5. Ugh. His king is very well placed. There's absolutely nothing I can do. Unless I can trap the knight, but I don't see how. Yeah, there's nothing here. I'm resigning. This is hopeless. Okay, let's see where I went wrong. So he was playing extremely quickly, and I don't know the move bishop e3. This is just weird. Let's do it with the engine. It's all equal, slightly better for black. His moves were, I want to say, extremely bad. In a sense that they weren't thematic for the variation at all. I have no idea what he was doing. Okay, e5 wasn't bad. The position is equal. Okay. Bishop b8. Okay, I'm just completely winning. Where did I mess up? g6 best. I should have taken immediately and queen b6. Okay. And then if knight f1, bishop e2. And on king f2 I take on f1. I did not see that, okay, but rook e6 is fine. Queen e7. Okay, knight e4 was bad. Should have taken here, knight e3. Queen e6, preventing g4. If g4 I take with the knight. Okay. King g2. Wait, how does knight d2 work? Look at this checkmate. This is insane. Who would see this? Wow, okay. Bishop e3, but I'm still winning. Knight d2 was okay. Okay, so it's the same pattern. No, but there's no bishop on a7. What if rook e6? Queen e6? I was calculating this. I was looking at knight d2 the longest, and then I just didn't play it. And bishop g4 did work. I saw bishop g4 too. I saw all the winning moves, but I didn't play them. Yeah, obviously this works. Usually I miss stuff. It doesn't happen often that I see it and then don't play it. Anyway, congratulations to my opponent. He was losing, but then yeah, I blundered. Thank you for watching. I hope this was fun for you. Stay tuned for more chess. Bye bye.